Okay, so recently I have learned that I am an idiot. While this may be news to some of you, the wide majority of you that watch my channel have probably known this for a long time. I have been storing my power stations that have lithium iron phosphate batteries at 100% charge. And apparently that is what you are just not supposed to do, especially in the Florida heat. So let me tell you what I learned. Okay, so here are both my power stations. We have the VTOMAN FlashBeat 600 on the left and the Harbor Freight Predator 350 power station on the right. Both of them contain very awesome lithium iron phosphate batteries. And I thought that I was being all snappy-dappy because I was storing them at 100% charge and I could have these babies out and deployed in 5 minutes. Well, apparently that's just the opposite of what you're supposed to do. So you're supposed to store lithium iron phosphate power station batteries at a 50 to 60% state of charge, or up to 70% if you prefer readiness. Now, if there's a storm coming and you know it's going to be here in 12 hours, pull these suckers out and charge them up to 100%. That's not going to bother them at all, and it's not going to hurt the batteries. But just avoid prolonged charge at a state of charge over about 70%. So also, y'all know how hot and humid it is down in Florida, and in this climate, you gotta avoid storing them at the extremes. Avoid storing them at 100% or near 0 or 5%, because the high ambient heat combined with a high voltage state accelerates the chemical degradation of the batteries. All right? So, here's the rules. Number 1, the target charge. Keep the battery level around 50 to 60% before putting it in the box and putting it away. Number 2, store the power station in an air-conditioned, cool, dry space, ideally between 50 degrees and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Never leave in a hot garage, which I have stupidly been doing. They have been down in the box in my 92 to 95 degree garage, you know, for months now. And hopefully they were a little bit insulated in the boxes. I don't think they were damaged at all. So you should never leave them in a hot garage, a shed, or an uncooled vehicle where the temperatures can easily exceed 110 degrees. Okay? Also, this should be common sense. Turn off completely power off the units, turn off the master power switch and all DC inverter buttons. Portable power stations have a small internal parasitic draw from their screens or BMS, their battery management systems. Leaving them on can drain a partial battery to 0 or ruin the cells without knowing it. So, let me show you where we're at. Before, I was at 100%. Now, the VTOMAN is at 55. And now the Harbor Freight is at 55. These guys are going to stay at 55% state of charge in the boxes, and I'm going to move them inside and put them in my nice cool closet in my office. So, let's go up and talk about what we learned today. Okay, so today we learned what most of you already knew. I am an idiot. You know, evidently lithium iron phosphate batteries are a little bit different animal than flooded lead acid batteries or even sealed lead acid batteries. It's all in the conditioning of the batteries, and it's all in the care of the batteries. So don't store them at 100% rate of charge. I thought I was being all cool and getting ahead of the curve, and I was actually putting an unneeded strain on the batteries of my power station. So now I'm taking them down to 55% charge, and if there's a storm coming up, you can pull them out instantly, charge them up to 100% and be ready. But after the storm, use up that battery and drop them down to between 50 and 60. I'm going to split the difference and put mine at 55%. So, if you like this video and you want to see more like it, please drop down and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up on this video and leave me a comment down below and tell me what you think of my stupidity. I didn't destroy the power stations, but there's definitely a way to store lithium iron phosphate batteries, and I was doing it exactly wrong. Learn from my mistakes. Once again, this is Matt the old Florida boy, and I will see you on the trail.